Everything we do here at James Project focuses on caring for vulnerable women and children because we believe that's the call that God has placed on every one of us as Christians. We received our first child in 2002, and since that time we've grown and grown. We started in Guatemala City, and in 2005 we moved out to Monjas. We've added homes for girls, we've added homes for boys, we've added pregnancy homes. And through the process, we've been able to care for thousands of children. We've also added other programs that extend beyond that as far as caring for widows and single mothers and women in need, and even our kids who age out. Women and children in Guatemala are in a desperate situation. The UN says it's one of the worst places in the world for women and children to live. There's no justice here for them, and the need just continues to grow. The poverty is so deep. The trafficking, the sexual abuse, physical abuse, the hunger, the chronic malnutrition is unlike anything we see in North America and unlike anything we can imagine. The need here is at a different level, and the government does not help. We take a holistic approach. We believe that we need to do more than just provide food, just provide shelter to those in need. We have 5 main programs. Our biggest program that we have is Shadow of His Wings Children's Home. Our children here, they come into us through the court system because they've been abandoned, neglected, physically abused, sexually abused, and trafficked. And they come into our care, and we provide them with home. We provide them with a family that has a mother and a father in it. They see a loving environment. They see how a husband is supposed to treat a wife, how a wife is supposed to treat a husband, how a dad is supposed to treat their children, how a mom is. And they learn these skills, and they see relationships that they've never seen before. They have meals together as a family. They go to church together as a family. They serve in the community together as a family. We do spiritual development. We have counselors here that help them through the things that they have faced. And we have helped thousands of kids, and we plan to help thousands and thousands more. Our next program that we have is our Brighter Futures program. We believe that education is the key to overcoming poverty. And education in this country is difficult to come by. The average age of education in this country is 2 years for females, 4 years for men. So if we can educate these women and children, it gives them a leg up on every situation they go into. It boosts their confidence. It boosts their self-esteem. It allows them to learn how to problem solve and come up with ideas on how they can improve their lives. And then it goes all the way through university. So we have kids who are flying and reaching for their dreams. Our next program is our Redeemed Women's program. And this is our women empowerment program where we work with widows in the community. And we say widows, it's mostly social widows. We do have true widows where their husbands have passed away. But there's a lot of women here who are single mothers who have no hope, have no opportunity. There's nobody to support them. And it's hard for women to find jobs in this country. So we wrap around these women the same way we do the children. We help them with their education, spiritual life, their emotional life. Then we help them either launch their own business or find a job so that they can sustain their family. We have one lady in the program who started, and she had a 6th grade education. She's a true widow. Her dream was to become a teacher. So we started with her as she entered the Redeemed program, and she graduated with honors. She lives in a community that has no electricity, and they only get water once a week. After she graduated, she started her other dream. She wanted to open a store in her community. The nutrition level of the kids and the families in that community skyrocket. So she's feeding the community. When the kids came home from school, she began tutoring them. So she's providing tutoring for the kids so they can be educated. She has touched every life in that community and beyond, and she's motivated others because now the kids in that community are excited about studying. There's other women who want to start their own business, who want to get an education. So she's doing incredible things. God has completely changed her life through this program. Our next program is our United in Christ program, where we are working with churches, actively working in the church and in the community to get the Christian community involved in orphan and widow care. Because the reality is, a lot of the churches don't realize how many vulnerable people are right next door to them. So through the United in Christ, we are pouring into churches so that they can learn, they can grow, and they can begin pouring out into the community. Our last program is our Barnabas Family Care Program. And through this program, as our children come into care, they still have families. These are not orphans that their mothers and fathers have passed away. So they come into our care. But the reality is, the goal is always reunification when it's possible. So when they go back home, we want to make sure they're going home to a healthy situation. We have a team of social workers and psychologists that goes with the family and provides parental training, may provide food support, continues to send the kids to school to make sure they continue to get an education. We go and just love on them and play games with them so they have healthy relationships around them. We also connect them with local churches because, again, it's not just us. They need a local pastor who's pouring into them as a family as well. Because all of this we cannot do without the local church and without people like you.
We are seeing successful with so many kids. Now we can see the results of this effort, and we thank God because James Project exists, and we thank God because people with a great heart support the project. And believe me, we have so many testimonies of girls that been here, families that have been blessed here, and James Project is a big blessing for our community and for our country.
Our goal at James Project is to be as self-sustainable as we can possibly be. The reality is, I don't see a time where we're going to be 100% self-sustainable because the Guatemalan culture is not a culture of charitable giving. The government provides zero support. There are no social safety nets in place here at this time. But we're doing all we can to take this to the point where we are as sustainable and we're providing as much as we can on this property. We have solar panels so that we can reduce our energy costs. We have a water purification system so we're not having to buy water. We have goats so we can have milk and we can have meat. We have an aquaponics system where we're growing chemical-free organic lettuce, spinach, greens, and we're providing tilapia. We've got cows that we're able to get milk from to provide for the children as well. We've got eggs because we have over 200 chickens that are constantly providing eggs as well as protein for the organization. So we're doing everything we can to be as self-sustainable as possible and believing God's going to provide for the rest. We believe in tithing on everything we have. Our self-sustainability program has been such a blessing to us. Everything we have is a blessing from God, and we recognize that. We're called biblically to tithe on everything that comes in. So everything we harvest from this project, we give back, and we give 10% into the community. We give it to those who are vulnerable. We believe in this model, we believe in what we're doing, and we believe we're called to help even more people. So what growth means for us is the ability to serve more women and children, not just here, but expanding into other areas as well. Our greatest need for the James Project is resources. There are more people that need help, women that are in desperate situations, children that we have to turn away because we don't have space to serve them. I invite you as the church to do what the call of James 1:27 says. Get involved. Donate online, donate through check, donate through mail, come for a visit.
We thank God because all this is because of Him. And there is hope for many children, for many women, for many families, for many communities that we are trying to support.
Get involved with James Project today because we need your support, we need your help. These children and these women need your help.